Right, welcome back, everybody. Let's get into the trending topics for today. And we start off with, at the top of the list, is Mandela Day. So, of course, yesterday was Mandela Day. Yesterday, the day that our late great leader was born on the 18th of July. And everybody going out and doing good and sort of putting their 67 minutes to good. Hopefully a little bit longer than that. But it was always a day where people come together and just do good in the name of Madiba and just passing it forward. So that's what we saw, people talking to it, and that was kind of an international idea as well. Remember that this was declared International Nelson Mandela Day, so that's something we saw happening all over the world, and but obviously here in South Africa, lots and lots of momentum from people going out and doing good there.
And I think just going to the last one there, hashtag Prince Harry, that also has to do with Mandela Day. Prince Harry addressing the United Nations General Assembly yesterday with regard to Mandela Day, and basically, you know, speaking to the man who was Nelson Mandela, his legacy, his teachings, what he's meant to the world. And also, I think on a lighter note, speaking of Africa, and this is where he fell in love, where he knew that he had met his soulmate in Meghan, you know, and his affinity for Africa in that way. So, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So it was interesting to see Prince Harry up and about there giving that address on Nelson Mandela Day, and that was at the United Nations. So lovely moment there. WAFCON. I heard you and, well, obviously I know the two of you speak about this all the time, you and V, so, but you're still not warm on their performance. Even though they did pretty well, you're still finding a few gaps there.
No, I mean, doing pretty well, yes.
Yeah.
We've made it through to the finals. We haven't been playing champagne football. We have not really, you know, done great tactically, but as they say, sometimes you've got to win ugly, and we've not been at our best. I mean, in the group stages, we were fabulous. In the knockout stages, not so hot. Yesterday against Zambia, yes, we came through. We're now in the final against the host nation. So that's going to be quite something. But of course, also in the other semi yesterday, Nigeria had 2 players sent off, both for some really dubious tackles. And the first one especially I thought was terrible. The second one also, but perhaps not as intentional. And so South Africa will meet Morocco in the final. So that's history in itself, with Nigeria being knocked out. So we are hopeful. Hopefully the girls will bring it. Everything will come together. Not that it hasn't, but in a more meaningful way in the final.
All right.
I wish I could go.
Oh, that would be
I wish
amazing.
I was Patrice and his wife there in the audience.
Get there,
in the
get
stands.
Go through and enjoy. Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, you can go. You can go and sit in front of your TV and watch it.
Leanne.
I know. What do you want from me? I'm sorry, I'm just being real.
Here I am thinking you're going to say something that actually matters.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
No,
you can go. I'm thinking you're going to say, you know, I know so-and-so
I know
who
a guy who
knows
knows a guy who knows a guy
who can get you there.
Who knows Patrice Motsepe, who can get you there.
Can you make it happen?
No, I can't, but it sounded better. It's what you wanted to hear. Let's talk about other trending topics, shall we? Longwear. So while you've been speaking, I've been trying to read this press release here. So there's a, it's come from, it's all about Zandile Khumalo Gumede, and I don't know, SK, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm completely lost. But there's a whole press release saying here, but I'm going to read the first sentence and then kind of jump to the end. It is with great sadness and it is with a very heavy heart that I announce my divorce. This is from Zandile Khumalo. If I was divorcing from my husband, maybe it would have been a little bit easier and lighter, because I've only known him for a few years, even though it feels like forever, but I'm separating from a person that I have known all my life and I have shared laughs, pain, excitement and disappointed with all my life, my sister. I want to officially put it on the record that the statement my sister Kelly Khumalo made about me and my husband on social media and to some media people is rather haphazard, premature and unnecessary, to say the least. We spoke about that issue and we put it to her that the promoter didn't stick to his word, so he had no right to take it to the public platform without the facts. So anyway, it's just an entire And it really is. It's just an entire press release or a letter from Zandile Khumalo divorcing her sister, Kelly Khumalo, and things that's been said, things that are happening, things that she's done to her reputation, things that are out there about lie detector tests, about I've endured so much abuse and nonsense from Kelly, but I, as her dancer forever, even though she knew I was talented, because it served her ego, and oh my gosh, it just goes on, and then everyone else is getting involved.
I thought they were over that. I thought they were making amends, but hey, what do I know?
No.
All the same, so that's the latest development there.
Yeah.
Divorce papers being served in the Khumalo household. All right, let's move on to the final one this morning. Hashtag Julius Malema. And this, of course, because he was on Podcast and Chill with Mac G.
Yeah.
And Julius, saying the sort of things that he wants to say, always says. Being asked about all sorts of things, about the Oppenheimers, about what's his name, Advocate Defo, was asked about Nhlanhla Lux, all of this, and yeah, so that's what happened. That's what why Julius was trending. He was on Podcast and Chill with Mac G.
Well, you can only imagine. I mean, putting Julius Malema and Mac G together in a studio, you can imagine what that was like. So, yeah, it's out there, and that's going to be a real talking point for a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of things. I haven't listened to it as yet, but I certainly, as the moment I do, I definitely want to give that one a listen to. So that should be a good one, and everyone talking to that. So, yeah, those are your trending topics, and we've got 2 questions for you today. I'm not sure if they're there, but I mean, we're basically asking you to send in your memories, thoughts, condolences for the late Dan Matera. So if you'd like to do
Don
that.
Matera?
Don, I beg your pardon. Thank you. Don Matera, we'd love you to send that through. Please do. And then generators under the spotlight as well.
Indeed. So we're asking you about this because the Department of Public Works reportedly spent 1.3 million rand installing generators at ministers' residences. So we're asking you whether government should prioritize helping vulnerable South Africans instead of keeping the lights on at the ministers' houses. What are your thoughts on that? At Morning Live SABC, please let us know.
All right, so we're going to take a break. When we return here on Morning Live, we're talking about MTN and Telkom and the whole idea that there are very, very differing views out there with regard to this potential deal which could see telecommunications company MTN taking over Telkom. So we're going to be having a conversation. Yeah. Well, the SK is going to have a conversation with Regin Khosi, Executive Director of First Source Money, about this pending deal. So stay tuned.
There's Reg ready waiting. Let's quickly take a break and come to that conversation.